Welcome back to my channel. My name is Keishavirago. I chat about mental health, books, crafts, home decor, cozy seasonal content, aerial hoop that I teach and train, all of the things that encompass my life. Thank you so much for being here and watching. Uh, Today's a little bit of a different intro, you know, a bit of a different video, a bit of a different intro. So my last video that I did, if you guys watched that, it was trying on outfits with me for fall. So a different style of video that was super fun to film. Um, so this week's video is actually going to be kind of an amalgamation of the last 2 weeks, which has been kind of all over the place. So I hope you guys are along for the ride in that sense. But I did want to chat with you guys because the last 3 days have been interesting, eventful, and challenging in a sense. So when I talk about mental health here on my channel, it's because I work as a trauma and addictions counselor and have both lived and professional experience with my mental health and addiction and trauma specifically. So uh, information about me that you guys may not be privy to is that I had previously used to drink a lot to the point where it kind of like ruined my whole life. Coming up, it's been 5.5 years now since I decided to get sober. Obviously, decided to go to school, become a counselor. All of these wonderful things in my life has taken such a different direction as a result of making that one different decision, that one choice not to drink anymore and let it control my life and my behavior. That being said, I've had an even longer standing addiction than the alcohol use, which was up until 3 days ago, not even, let's say up until today, truly. Nicotine. So I smoked for 8 years. I started when I was 13, and then I switched over in my early 20s to the vape. I thought that I only was vaping for 8 years, but then realized that 3 years somehow had gotten away from me, and it had actually been 11. So in total, we're looking at like 19 years of consuming nicotine in some way or another. And I made the decision, I've been thinking about it recently. So I made the decision in the last couple of weeks that I knew once I was done my last bottle of e-juice, I was going to quit. And I haven't vaped in 3 days. So since Saturday, I haven't vaped at all. That being said, I did pull a 90s mom and find a rogue pack of cigarettes in my junk drawer in the kitchen. And I was like, oh, these will be nice when I'm like feeling like I need a little something or the cravings get to be too much or whatever. No, they were apparently really nice to just smoke all of them yesterday and dig myself into the darkest of holes. Um, it happens. It happens. I recognize and I know that like relapse is part of recovery. Uh, this just is what it is. It's such a journey. And after 19 years of consuming something on a daily basis, the nervous system is like freaking the heck out. Like, what do I do without my nicotine? What do I do without my vape? So I was able to recognize that that's what I was doing yesterday. I had a little meltdown, pulled myself together. I threw out the remaining cigarettes that I had. I was like, clearly, I do not have control and I cannot keep these in my home. So they have to go. And then I woke up this morning and started fresh. So that's the journey that we're on right now, you guys. And I contemplated, I'm like, do I share this information with the internet or do I not? I've decided to share it because it is transparent. It is something that I'm going through. It's really freaking hard. I know a lot of people out there in the world have, quit smoking or quit vaping or tried to quit both and ended up coming back to them. It's a really freaking hard thing to quit. So this is just your friendly reminder that, yeah, I know it sucks. I'm right there with you. Um, and if you feel so inclined to make this decision for yourself and you want to be healthier, be able to breathe better, have more money in your bank account, just not be controlled by this like tiny pocket sized thing, whether it's a cigarette or a vape, I feel you. I'm very much in the same boat. And I think for many years I told myself as a result of having quit like drug use and drinking and all of these things that like I was never going to quit my originally cigarettes, then the vape. I was never going to quit my vape because that was the one thing that I wanted to have for me. And now I'm in my 30s and I'm like, that doesn't seem like the one thing that I want to have for me for the rest of my life. So here I am. I've quit so many times before, you guys. I'm at it again. I'm going to give her another shot. And that's where I'm at. So I made a little tea when I came home, a little Earl Grey London fog. I ran out this morning to just pick up a few things. I'm gonna try to make a new cheesy beef and potato soup today. I've never made it before. Oh, dang it. Nope, we're still good. Hello, hello. I'm making a new soup today, cheesy beef and potato. I've never made it before. It looks like it would be really good. My girlfriend has a bunch of ground beef. She's like, make something. So I'm going to give it a whirl. I also had to stop and uh, I stopped by Winners and the dollar store because we needed like dog poop bags and like random little things. And I did pick up a candle warmer because I feel like we go through candles so freaking quickly. And I've seen these candle warmers for years now, and I'm like, what is that all about? I don't know. Finally, just bit the bullet. Got myself a candle warmer. It's going in the kitchen, so I will show you guys and update you on my thoughts and feelings about said candle warmer if it's, making the room smell lovely and stuff. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just going to be baking, and when I say baking, I mean like Pillsbury apple turnover strudel things. I don't know. I'm box baking today, you guys. I'm making a soup. I'm chilling out at home. I'm trying to keep busy. And I do have a client later this afternoon, and then teach my classes in the evening. But for now, we're just doing cozy fall activities together. So let's get at it. Let's get at it, Dee. I think the candle warmer is warming the candle. It's at least a nice warm little moody atmospheric light. I would love to figure out how to hide the cord because I don't love the look of that. But I think this is a really cute little addition, and it might even smell a little bit more if I were to put a full candle versus a dead candle. That's what I'm thinking. My soup is on the stove doing its soup thing. I am here by the light of my new candle warmer about to do my box baking. These flaky Pillsbury turnovers with real apple includes dough, filling, and icing apparently. So let's give these a whirl. I've never made them before, but they look delicious. So let's see. Okay, you guys, this is what's inside here. It does in fact come with the dough, the icing, and the apple filling. So they're supposed to look like these little triangles. Kind of. We'll see how these turn out, you guys. Are they the most beautiful things? No, but I did take them out right before I realized that they were getting really dark. I think I was borderline going to burn them. And we'll see if they're good. It's time to ice them, you guys. Okay, I have officially iced them. Not super cute like how it looks on the front of the package, but every single one has icing, and that's really what matters. So I'm about to sit down and try one with my tea. Okay, let's try our little apple flaky Pillsbury strudel. It is definitely strudely. I took it out just in time because the bottom is like brown. It was about to be really overbaked. But it's nice and gooey with the apple insides and the frosting. Mm-hmm. It's kind of dangerous that I discovered these, you guys. I feel like this is going to be a quick fall staple for when I don't feel like baking a sweet treat, but I want a sweet treat with my tea. 10/10 recommend. When does Pillsbury ever get it wrong, really? All right, what is up, you guys? It is Friday, a very special Friday today because it is Boo's 15th birthday. My sweet, sweet baby Boo. I was gonna bake him a little birthday cake, and then I realized he's a fry guy. I don't know, I've baked him like little cupcakes and things before, and don't get me wrong, he did enjoy them, but realistically, one of his favorite foods in the entire world is French fries. And that's because when I was 17 and I got Boo, I was a child. I was a child and I was eating a lot of McDonald's. I was working at the mall, and sometimes I'd bring Boo with me in my bag, and he was just always getting little French fries. So woke up this morning, my girlfriend was so sweet. She had already gone and picked up coffee for me because we were out. Dino eggs, oatmeal, because I remembered that it was a thing that I loved when I was a kid, and I was like, do they still make that? Turns out they do. I haven't made it yet for breakfast, but I'm very excited about that. And then French fries. French fries for Boo. So for his second breakfast, he got like his raw food, and then the boys get their like second breakfast because they're just bougie little boys. So I gave him like little pieces of French fry. He is very happy about that. Now he's taking a lovely little nap. But it is a Friday of a long weekend, and I actually have quite a few days off in a row, and I'm really looking forward to just like relaxing, enjoying the warm weather that we've got, spending time with my girlfriend, just doing like fun, cutesy little things over the course of the next few days. But I did want to check in with you guys about the book. The book I've been reading that, again, I've made some really good headway in, you guys. I'm on chapter 24, page 178. I love Rachel Harrison. This girl, she gets me. And this book really has taken me by surprise so far. So the last time I updated you guys, I'd literally only read like the first chapter. So there's been a lot. I've gone through a lot, but basically we're following our main character. Why can't I remember her name? Oh, Sloane. Main character Sloane and her best friend Naomi. Sloane's husband sent them away on a weekend trip for her birthday, and she's meeting up with her best friend Naomi, who's very much the opposite to her. She's this kind of like free spirit who has been living abroad with her on again, off again boyfriend, very kind of eclectic style, and she just takes risks in her life. She's a very extroverted kind of people person. So they go to the bar one night, and this tiny town that they're staying at, she runs into this guy at the bar, makes plans for them to go the next day for Sloane's birthday over to this house for a party. And they show up, and Sloane's like, what kind of freaking party is this? Like, everybody's wearing lingerie, and like the people are super attractive. They've got these like weird kind of accents. But the vibes are weird, and everything in Sloane's gut is telling her like, leave, don't go to this party. You guys need to exit the building. This like creepy kind of dusty old mansion, very kind of gothic. And anyway, so Naomi goes and kind of, it's an orgy. It's basically an orgy. She's involved with that. Sloane's like uncomfortable. She goes and sits herself in the corner and strikes up conversation with this kind of mysterious, very attractive man. And they end up going away into it's not the green room, but it's like an atrium style up the stairs. they kind of start chatting. There's like a connection between the two of them, but she keeps hearing this kind of odd sound from one of the many doors that she walked past to get upstairs. And he starts trying to tell her a story that he doesn't want to tell her, but wants her to know, because she's like, who the heck is downstairs? I know this isn't your guys' house. Like, whose house is this? What the heck's going on? Something's afoot here. Anyways, she like bursts downstairs, interrupts the weird orgy party that's going on. And then shit hits the fan. And it's very unexpected. That's when the kind of like vampire-y monster element is brought into the story. This one's kind of hard to talk about without like giving away the entire plot. But it took me by surprise. It was very unexpected. Now all of a sudden the girls, while like, you know, Rachel Harrison kind of built their story of like, these are the issues going on with Naomi's relationship. These are the issues going on with Sloane's relationship. Now the tables have really turned. It's Sloane's birthday and they're faced with this new challenge of theirs. The two of them get in the car, they take off, they hit the road, and things just keep kind of snowballing and getting crazier and crazier, and the girls do not know what to do. And that's all I'll say about that. But it's been a real page turner if in the course of, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, I've like crushed almost the whole book. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Rochelle is also reading it as well, and I'm really excited for her to finish reading it so that we can chat and have our little spooky book club. So that's really what's going on today, you guys. I will continue to keep you posted throughout the course of the weekend on the adventures that I get up to. What day is it? It's Wednesday. I just got back from Costco. I just finished putting everything away, which was a task in and of itself. But I did want to show you guys a couple of the things that I picked up. Of course, as you know, if you watched my last video, that money management has been a goal of mine recently. So I've really been prioritizing that this week. Only really purchasing things that are needs instead of wants. So the first thing I picked up at Costco today was a 6-pack of very woolly, very soft Roots socks for like $19. My girlfriend and I could always use more socks, especially for the fall and winter. So these are perfect. I thought that was really reasonable. I also had to pop by the dollar store because I was out of Post-its and I needed a notebook because for my hoop classes that I've been teaching, I have been taking like random sheets of paper from various notebooks and ripping them out and putting everything together, which is just really messes with me and I don't like it. I'm usually a very organized person, so I don't know why I've been doing that. So I picked up this little notebook that says I am a magnet for success and happiness, which I thought was super cute. I can put all my hoop stuff in here now. And then yesterday was actually a really true test for me, because I got the Michaels email that said that their fall garlands were buy one, get one. And I refrained. I took all of my willpower to not go to Michaels yesterday. However, when I was at the dollar store, they did have fall and Halloween stuff finally. And I was able to pick up, they're like all together here. These like red, orange, yellow, leafy fall garlands for $3. So I was like, that's reasonable. I know it's not a need and it is a want, but $12, I think that's $12 if my math is correct. That's okay. I'm not going to, sometimes I operate in extremes and it's such a thing that I do. I only a couple of years ago even discovered for myself that there is an in-between or a gray area. It doesn't have to be black and white. So again, part of my money management goal is to really tighten my belt, bring things in, not be spending an exorbitant amount of money on decor and things. That's just not a priority right now. However, that doesn't mean for me, like, you can't spend any money on anything, because what do we want to do when we're told that we can't do something? We want to do the opposite. So $12, garland, dollar store, super cute. I think they had just put it out because they were like still all attached to each other by that like little clear plastic thingy. So I had to like ripped them apart. I'm gonna put some of these in my stairwell, and then I think maybe upstairs because it doesn't feel very festive upstairs. So I'm gonna be doing that today. And then I also want to show you guys my most exciting item that I found when I was at Costco. So I'll show you that now. Look what I found at Costco today, you guys. It's actually so heavy. But I've been so sad because when I see my US YouTube girlies, they're going out and getting all of these pumpkin spice creamers, and I can't actually have like real milk or cream. And I didn't even know that Starbucks makes an almond and oat non-dairy pumpkin spice latte creamer. So I was super, super excited to find this at Costco, obviously threw it in the cart, and I can't wait to try it. I'll have to let you guys know how it is. Good morning, you guys. I guess it's late morning. It's basically noon. But I am just waiting for my girlfriend outside the gym. I woke up very early this morning. I literally passed out on the couch at I want to say 10:30, 11 p.m. It's the Saturday of the long weekend, and I have a few days off, so I keep forgetting what day it is. Saturday. It's Saturday. And we're just chilling this weekend. Honestly, it's kind of nice to have a chunk of time off before going back to the school season. Fall really starts. Yeah, it's really hot here, super, super hot. There is a massive fire going on at, I think it's a metal recycling plant or something. So driving over this way, there was this billowing cloud of smoke. I took a little clip for you guys, so I'll show you that, but it's kind of wild. I hope they're able to put it out quickly. Long weekends sometimes can be very tame and chill, but also eventful, with people just in that mood of the last long weekend before the end of summer. So I hope everybody out there is staying safe, having a good time, and enjoying themselves. I know we're going to go out to a small town just outside the city later this afternoon for a Facebook Marketplace pickup. I am picking up a Nespresso machine to also have one in my office because I feel like I need coffee when I'm in my office, and I would love to be able to offer that to my clients. But outside of doing that, we're not really doing anything crazy. On Amazon Prime, there's a series that we've started watching. It's called Holly Jolly Murders. I think it's called Holly Jolly Murders. Oh, my eye just got very watery. And it's been interesting. There's a couple of them that have taken place in the States. There's one that's taken place in Ontario, Canada, and we've just kind of been working our way through those. So we'll probably keep watching that. Just hang out, eat, chill, maybe go to the field across from our house and throw the ball around a little bit, hang out with the dogs. Yeah, that's really it. That's what we're doing for this long weekend, and I'm really embracing its chill vibes. There's a massive fire over there, you guys. It's crazy. Also, I was so thrilled when I found these yesterday at Costco. There's a 3-pack of the Tazo tea pumpkin spice latte. It's like a tea concentrate that you mix with steamed milk or hot water, but I've only ever seen the chai and London fog. So to my surprise, pumpkin spice and everything nice. I was actually so excited. It's delicious. Saturday morning breakfast at noon is half an apple strudel from Costco, and I just made a coffee with pumpkin and protein powder. It's a weekend vibe, you guys. It's a weekend vibe. Look at that. Teeny has a little toast. His little toast toy. How cute is that? It's not time to play, though. It's time to chat, Teeny. Good morning, you guys. I am very much wearing the same sweater that I was the other day. It is my cozy fall sweater. I love it. My grandpa sweater. It was chilly this morning. I went to go get my nails done in this very like cute fall pattern nail art. I don't know. I got my favorite gal at the nail salon, which I was really excited about. I showed up early so that I could snag her because she's so good. And now I've just come home. I made a little coffee. I had a an apple strudel or half of an apple strudel for breakfast because we did go to Costco yesterday and get more Costco goodies. It was a good time. I'm not going to lie. Yesterday was a really nice day. I went to the studio in the morning to prep for one of my hoop classes. So I got to move my body a little bit, followed by a very long overdue massage for all of my injuries. And then, yeah, I just kind of came home, chilled out, spent time with my girlfriend. We had a friend over for dinner, made a chicken pot pie, not from scratch, again from Costco. It was delicious. And that's been the vibes. I mean, Thursday was a very busy day at the office, so I didn't really do too much filming there. But I think the last time I sat down to chat with you guys was Wednesday. So I feel like we're kind of caught up to today. But there's a couple things that I wanted to chat with you guys about. One of them being my book, So Thirsty. I'm like so close to being done this book, you guys. Uh, I'm on chapter 34, page 276. Like a chapter or two, maybe three left. So I just need to sit down and finish reading that today. But what can I say about this book? The fact that I did not even realize on the front that it says a vampire novel. It says right there it's a vampire novel. And I have nothing against vampire novels. I just don't I'm not super into them. I don't read them often. But I should have known with the cover art and the blood and the fact that the title is So Thirsty that it was going to be very vampy. That being said, I have a hard time even conjuring up how I would describe to you guys what the book is about without giving too much of it away. What I will say is that Sloane, our main character, and her best friend Naomi continue on this adventure uh, through the vampire world that they're living in, and it takes some twists and turns. That's honestly the best way I can describe it. You'll have to read it to find out for yourself. And I don't know how it's going to end. You know, I'm like right there, only a handful of pages left. Um, but I'm excited to see how Rachel Harrison kind of wraps it all up with a bow because I do love her writing and it's just like such a fun read. So I'm almost done that. And then originally, I was thinking I would order the second book in the Face on the Milk Carton series to just kind of read this weekend, but my weekend is actually quite busy with friend hangs and baby showers and all that kind of good stuff. So I actually think I'm going to wait until the 9th when Rachel Harrison's new book, Play Nice, comes out, and I'm just going to order it and start reading that one. So that's where I'm at with my reads. And then when we were on our way home from Costco yesterday, my girlfriend had to make a stop, and I have probably not owned a magazine since I was literally like 13, 14 years old, but she stopped and picked up this witches magazine for me, and I was so freaking excited when she brought it into the car. I was like, "What is this?" It's like so spooky, discover their secretive and mysterious practices of witches. She's got her candles. She's looking all dark and moody, which I love. Um, and then let me see if I can like, I don't know if you guys can hear me very well with this guy, but we're going to give it a go. Look at the inside. It's just so pretty. So like you open it up and there's this really beautiful kind of witchy pattern with the moon, the florals, the candles. And it goes through some like different history. I've really only read the first couple of pages, you guys, but like, look at that. How stunning is that? So I'm really excited to actually read this magazine from front to back because it is the season of the witch. Divination tools and astrology, you guys. Like, what? Tarot and the zodiac? Yeah, I'm here for it. So maybe I can spend some time once I'm done this book digging into my magazine today, just to kind of, it's fun to have even as like a coffee table book for people to just kind of pick up when they're over, give them something to engage with, to look at. And yeah, otherwise, I'm just going to do some reading this afternoon, probably start putting together this video and editing, prepping some of my sessions for next week because it is going to be a busy week for me. And then, yeah, going to over to my friend's house. She's going to pick me up later this evening to help set up her nursery, which I'm so, so excited about because I don't have any friends that have kids. Oh, sorry, Teeny. I don't have any friends that have kids. So it's like actually really exciting that she's going to have like a little baby soon. And we get to set up the nursery and decorate and make sure it's super functional for her. And these are like all things that I love to do. And I love her. It's just such a good time. So I'm really excited about that. And then for her baby shower tomorrow, it's going to be a very social weekend. Even when I went to go get my nails done this morning, I like turned around and noticed that my neighbor was also getting her nails done. So we sat and had a chat, and it was just really nice to connect because I feel like this summer's been so busy for most of the people in my life. If I were to compare it to last summer, where it felt like it was a little bit more slow and there's a little bit more time to like have friend hangs and chill out, this summer has been kind of the opposite of that. So I'm just getting in some social time with friends. September is actually going to be a very, very social month for me. So I'll take you guys along on that journey. Otherwise, I will continue to share little bits and pieces of this weekend with you guys. I hope you're enjoying your first real September weekend. I hope it feels crisp and fall-esque outside, and that you are curled up with some sort of warm tea or coffee to enjoy the beginning of the season. Hello, you guys. I just took the biggest swig of coffee because I have had, I'm pretty sure, a caffeine headache all day. I didn't have any coffee this morning, so I ended up having a couple of teas, but I just don't think that was cutting it. So here we are, a couple of updates before we come to the end of this week's video. Baby shower on Sunday for my friend was super, super fun. I really enjoyed meeting all of her friends and just really celebrating her in this new chapter of her life. So that was fabulous. That was a couple hours in the afternoon. And then I came home and just kind of like completely, completely powered down, which was really great. And I have another very social kind of people-y weekend this upcoming weekend for a wedding, but we'll chat more about that in next week's video. My book, I did want to talk to you guys about my book because I finished it. I was really disappointed, you guys. Like, I was so excited to finish it. So I was powering through, and then I got to the end of it and I was confused. I actually don't even really know what happened. So I ended up having to Google, like, what is the meaning of the end of Rachel Harrison's book, So Thirsty, because I didn't get it. And that hasn't happened to me maybe ever. And if it has, like, not for a very long time. So that kind of sucked. I was really bummed. I ended up rating it 3 stars because, the rest of the book was fun. It was just the ending that really, really fell flat for me. So I finished this book, ordered the second book in the Face of the Milk Carton series. Play Nice also came out by Rachel Harrison, so I'll be ordering that by the end of the month. And then a little update in terms of kind of where I'm at with quitting vaping. It's been a week, which is really wild to think about. I am very proud of myself. Some days have been better than others. So I'm just keep trucking along, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't say it's getting easier. I certainly wouldn't. I know it's only been a week, but maybe one would think, oh, okay, it's been a week, so now you're like creating this new habit of behavior or pattern. Nope, still hard. It's still hard, still sucks. I'm just going to be very authentic about my process as I move through it with you guys. But I know if I can just keep trucking along, that eventually it won't feel so shitty. So that's it. That's the end of this week's video. Thank you guys so much for being here and for watching and coming along for all of my different adventures over the course of the last couple of weeks. And of course, if you did enjoy this video, I will always encourage you to like, share, and subscribe. And otherwise, you guys, I hope you enjoy this beautiful September week, and I will see you all in my next video.